Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now I will discuss in detail different types of fuel cells. So, first of all, the unit cell, that is the basic structure of the fuel cell. Unit cells form the core of a fuel cell. These devices convert the chemical energy contained in a fuel electrochemically into electrical energy. The basic uh, ski
Physical.
physical structure or building block of a fuel cell consists of an electrolyte layer in contact with an anode and a cathode on either side, a schematic representation of a unit cell with the reactant product gases and the ion conduction flow directions through the cell is shown in the figures I already shown in the last slides. So this table shows the comparison of different types of fuel cells operating at different temperatures, having different electrode material, catalyst, operating temperature, charge carrier, external reforming, internal reforming, all there are many things. So first of all, polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell. This is also known as low temperature fuel cell. The electrolyte in this fuel cell is an ion exchange membrane, fluorinated sulfonic acid polymer or other similar polymer that is an excellent proton conductor. The only liquid in this fuel cell is water. Thus corrosion problems are minimal. Typically, carbon electrodes with platinum electrocatalyst are used for both anode and cathode, and with either carbon or metal interconnects. Solid electrolyte is used and operating temperature is 60 to 80 degrees Celsius. It has some advantages as well as some disadvantages. So first of all, in for advantages, the polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell has a solid electrolyte which provides excellent resistance to gas crossover. The polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell's low operating temperature allows rapid startup, and with the absence of corrosive cell constituents, the use of the exotic materials required in other fuel cell types, both in stack construction and in the BOP, is not required. Test results have demonstrated that polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cells are capable of high current densities. There are also some disadvantages of the polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell. So, the low and narrow operating temperature range makes thermal management difficult, especially at very high current densities, and makes it difficult to use the rejected heat for cogeneration or bottoming cycles. Water management is another significant challenge in polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell design, as engineers must balance ensuring sufficient hydration of the electrolyte against flooding the electrolyte. In addition, polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cells are quite sensitive to poisoning by trace levels of contaminants including carbon monoxide, sulfur species, and ammonia. To some extent, some of these disadvantages can be counteracted by lowering operating current density and increasing 1 to 10 electrode catalyst loading, but both increase cost of the system. So these are some disadvantages of polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell. Other types of fuel cells I will discuss in the next video. Thank you very much.